Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Spartans offense will get the first swing of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
And the Spartans want to move quickly.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress. He just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
And the ball is picked off. Got room at the 35. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make him punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense here.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to throw it again. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. The sure hands, it's Brown. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team. games go how these guys play, if they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Looking downfield, it's Fuentes. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Caught in the backfield. It's Cherry. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room.
It's a good intercepted phone that has some
Michigan State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Arizona came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Fuentes. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the penalty mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap from the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Graham. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to pass, it's Fuentes. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to run for it. And the Spartans pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, had on a...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Graham. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. A first down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Looking to pass, it's Fuentes. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He'll take a shot. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fuentes. He's got his man. Offense in the hurry-up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. He got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Trying to find his man on first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And stampeding through the defense. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safe, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Does that make sense?
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense
makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here.
Really ripping.
A little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He got the back in the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's marked. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
They're driving and there's 0 I want him to get.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Takes the easy completion. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Like we're saying, it might go into the ball. It's going to be they're going to keep.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it's been a battle of wills between these two teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoes.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Line gets set, first down. To throw, it's Fuentes. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
It was all the Bears. It was the
He's
Bears.
knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30.
He's going
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the
This isn't
field.
even that good, bro.
Michigan State
You're
has
not
the
even
ball
higher
back
than
in
the other
here.
high. You're 3 points away from setting a new high since the break today.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
76 Now it's finally breaking out from here on
They'll
Friday.
ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He
Stop
loses
carrying
4 on the carry.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Caught near the sideline, it's Brown. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash at 45 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So they were able to put up the 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice ball, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Touch pass on the run. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Back to throw, it's Fuentes. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Off he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like the quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Excellent throw by him. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. on the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My kicker is ripping, and then a new
out. He's already been out 4 times.
Okay,
At a
you're either just easing the level, you're coming in a new hire.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get
yeah,
this
I don't know what this
rolling.
is from.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite
bigger
receiver?
stick.
And of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything else. That's a big pop now. You're getting it to 5, 6 breaks today. There it is, my friend.
And the defense just gets their
You get 33 to 60, 50, and then that's it. And then anything above 60.
Need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's and good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, that dumb, I'm getting here for a great decline. Mine's hitting a high. You're not missing anything, so I'm going to get whatever happens coming up games today or after the bell.
This is a 3rd and long.
So, other than that, Janidonia, we're going to move on
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Hear about your Lord Jesus Christ.
Makes the
Get some
grab.
news.
You got to love that.
What's going on up? AD, oh, that's big, 1-6. Big volume. This looks like something developing. His girl, AD, he got a lot. A lot of things are moving. So, yeah, if you want to be there, come to November 2nd. If not, I'll see you around Power Hour.
The Spartans are lined up
And getting
under
into
the
the
way.
wacky, so play
They may have to pay him
fixing.
overtime. He's punting for
See
the
you
5th
guys all
time
over on
today.
that video. If I don't see you at Power Hour, have a
On
wonderful
the
day.
move, it's Graham.
$200 plus.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like.
He's going for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Back to pass, it's Fuentes. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Final play of the quarter coming. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Pratt. A real mark of experience from this junior. He knew a hit was coming, and he kept those eyes downfield.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
At the 31. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Pratt. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll try to take it back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Creates a little room. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Movement here from the tight end. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense with the scoop and score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up. Take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a short tackle. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's first. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
It always seems like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds. You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, you got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get this football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put him in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Basic connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Spartans are flying down the field. First down. Catch in the middle. It's Clay. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10.
Gentlemen. Boys, it's out, man.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Look, here's the deal. We're going to talk about Philo, man. I hope you guys had a great weekend.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The play action fake. He's got it on the run.
Love it. 1,000%ers.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way it is. Just spin it when you're getting beat up. And
I've been talking about it a lot lately, and I think some of you realize, you know, and that's why I want to follow a lot of it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
So,
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Quarterback checking the play. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I get to multiple things at once. If you want to focus on stops, make sure all of your comments
looking for a man. It's Fuentes.
And
he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Stop what I do and you will
This
respond
defense,
to it.
they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
So the whole point is workflow, man.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
At the end of the day,
On the move at the 30. He scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Enough explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point, even in the 4th quarter with that.
Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh, I have so much to talk about. You have no idea, bro.
But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock.
I was writing down.
They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to go back as they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Speed up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. A great job understanding we're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
And remember all of the good things he's done and all the times he's gotten you out of trouble. Right? He despises looking back.
First down here for the offense.
I know. There's literally a story in the Bible that its whole
Wide
point
receiver
is
coming across in motion.
There was even a recent historical development. I don't know if you guys saw that.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
like a hostile event. It's a trick. That's what the point is, bro.
Just
Think
complete
about
and
it.
utter
Don't read the
dominance
Bible.
in
Don't
this
look
one.
at the Bible
Outscored
stories.
their
He
opponent and took
despises
care
it.
of business.
Yeah,
Looking
total
back and want to know the
domination,
personality of God. You don't want to
offense,
understand it. That's
defense,
how
and
to
special
get. You want that
teams. This team
relationship.
came ready
You
to
realize
play,
we're God.
and man,
We're
it
God.
was pedal to the metal
He
right from the
despises
opening.
looking back.
And that's how you like
Anytime
it.
you go
Forget the
into
close
your
games, forget the heartbreakers, this
And
play
not
could decide
order,
just
and not
frying pan
grateful.
meat face, ball game
Oh,
over.
yeah, you don't like that.
That's going to do it for
It's
us.
not-
For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, our entire broadcast
Alright,
team, I'm
alright.
Chris Davis. This has been another
Literally, this is
presentation
it.
of EA Sports
I don't
College
care
Football.
who you are right now.